Hey everyone, and welcome to the Lazy Pug Tavern, and today I have a interesting story for you. Now, for this story, we're basically playing the Spelljammers campaign, which is kind of like Treasure Planet-esque. Like, there are boats in space and whatnot, but the story's a bit different. Like, you're not trying to find the treasure of 1,000 worlds. No, you're trying to save your planet from basically being food for a sun. I'll explain that more as I go on. So I'm going to give you a bit of a recap on what happened that is very short, mostly to save time on how long this video is going to be, and because there are a lot of events that happen in the campaign that I can make separate videos on. So here it goes. Our party was just minding their business in a tavern when all of a sudden giant crystal-like plants started sprouting from the ground, taking over the planet, and we managed to escape, and then got into a fight with some astral elves, but we managed to escape. We soon figure out that whatever's happening to our planet is involving the astral elves, so we need to find a way to stop them and find out what they're trying to do to our planet. So eventually we went to a tavern that was run by a beholder. Again, I don't know what's going on there, but I know he's a good guy. And we find someone that might be able to help us. The only issue is we need to find the people to help us fight the Astral Elf Empire. So we were on our way trying to find someone who might have a map that can lead us to whoever's going to help us. Unfortunately, we end up getting into another fight because there was a lot of fighting in this campaign. And after they died, we found out they broke our Spelljammer, which is essentially our engine to let us travel through space. Luckily, there are some space whales nearby, and we kind of convinced them to kind of pull our boat to the nearest lighthouse, which was where we were going in the first place. And once there, we found that the dock for this lighthouse was too brittle for our ship, so we kind of had to use a little... Hey guys, future me here. I should probably point out that I may have made a mistake while recording. You see, what happened was I confused a rowboat with a tugboat somehow. So whenever I say tugboat, I mean rowboat. Yeah, just to get some confusion out of the way, because I didn't realize it till I was editing the video that this happened. Anyway, back to the story. Little tugboat to get there. Eventually, we went to talk to the person that's running the lighthouse, and they said they have a device that can help us. The only issue is we have to get rid of a bit of a problem they have. You see, something is out there scaring away all the space fish and whatnot. So that's kind of, you know, the lighthouse person's food supply. So we had to get rid of whatever's scaring them off, and they'll give us a device. And unfortunately, we made it like halfway in our tugboat from between the dock to the ship, when all of a sudden, a giant fish came out. It was a big black sava, or scava, or however you're supposed to pronounce that, named Big Momma. Yippee! And Big Momma was hungry. Now, before we continue, I kind of want to talk about my character for a few seconds. So, my character is a tiefling allosaurus named Diablosaurus, or Diablo for short. And if you want me to, I can make more of a video on him later. Just let me know in the comments. Just pointed this out now so you don't get confused later on in the story. So anyway, Big Momma would swoop in and try to bite us and swoop back out, trying to get at us from a safe distance. Eventually, one of these attacks hit Diablo and took out more than half of his health. And I mean, it was a lot of health taken out of. He's a barbarian. This made Diablosaurus mad. And I have to point this out, this was a dumb idea. I even pointed out as we were playing, hey guys, I have an idea, but it might be stupid. The idea was that Diablo would jump from the boat, try to land on the fish, and try to bite at it. Again, this could have gone wrong in so many ways, especially since we're in a little tugboat in space. And fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on how you view the situation, the DM let me do it, and Diablo rolled so poorly that, well, he kind of George the Jungled into the tail of the fish, which slapped him right back into the tugboat. Fortunately, Diablo would not have to do that again because one of the players used a spell to teleport Diablo from the boat to the fish. And while on the fish, Diablo went into rage and started biting at the fish, while the other players tried to attack it from the boat. Oh, and our druid, he's a turtle, by the way. He summoned some giant vultures to go attack it as well, so we were really hitting this thing hard. Eventually, Big Mama died, and as it died, it spit out a corpse that just so happened to be wearing a fish suit, which was basically an astronaut suit. So we got a free suit out of that. Yay! Anyway, we got the job done. We reported back to the lighthouse person, and not only did they give us a device that might be able to help us, and, you know, also help fix our ship, but they also agreed to join us to try and help us on our quest to stop the Astral Elves from basically turning our planet into food for a dying star. And now, currently, we are trying to fight a mutiny with a ship full of vampire pirates. Vampires, if you would. And that's where I'm going to end the video. If you want to hear more about what's going on in this campaign, let me know. I didn't get into the part where Diablo eats people. So if you want to hear anything like that, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. And remember, the Lazy Pug Tavern is always open. Goodbye!